On this week's Report on Conditions, we'll cover traffic collisions in Perris and Banning, a train fire in Palm Desert. We'll also visit our Hazardous Materials Team, provide some fire safety tips as we kick off National Fire Prevention Week, and congratulate several of our newly promoted chiefs.
Perris, stand by for reporting conditions.
Welcome to this week's edition of CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. I'm April Newman. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when we upload new episodes and other exciting stories. Over the last week, between September 27th through October 3rd, 2021, our firefighters remained busy responding to 3,544 incidents. Of these incidents, 434 were fire calls and 2,923 were medical emergencies. Let's take a look at some of the highlighted incidents from this past week. Our first incident occurred on Friday, October 1st at 7:09 a.m. Firefighters were dispatched to an over-the-side traffic collision on a dirt truck trail near Bluff Road and Sing Road in Banning. According to the reporting party, the accident had occurred the night before, and one patient was able to hike up about 150 feet up to the road the following morning for help. Once firefighters arrived at the scene, they located 3 additional patients, of which 1 perished at the scene. Firefighters utilized rope rescue equipment, extrication equipment, and lifting equipment to rescue the surviving patients. CAL FIRE Helicopter 301 was dispatched and implemented a hoist rescue to extricate 1 critical patient. 1 patient was transported to an area hospital with serious injuries by air, and 2 patients with moderate to minor injuries were transported by ground ambulance. Additionally, on Friday, October 1st at 12:33 p.m., our Emergency Command Center received multiple reports of a train on fire on the south side of Interstate 10, west of Monterey Avenue in Palm Desert. Let's take a look at a previously recorded update from the scene with Battalion Chief Andrew Bennett.
Andrew Bennett, Battalion Chief, CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department. Riverside County Fire Department received reports of a train fire on eastbound Interstate 10, east of Monterey. The first arriving battalion chief discovered fire coming from one of the intermodal cars. We also determined that there had been 2 burn victims that were located on Diney Shore. They were on the train at the time of the explosion, and it appears that they had entered one of the locked cars when an explosion occurred. They suffered critical burns, and they were transported to an area hospital for their treatment. We determined that the intermodal car that was burning was also carrying hazardous corrosive material. At that point, we weren't sure of the exact products until we made contact with Southern Pacific Railroad, and we were able to identify that it was lithium batteries, car batteries, and components for the airbag system. Units responded along with the Riverside County Fire Department hazmat team. We set up for a safe entry into the rail car. Once the hazmat team entered, they discovered that there was no fire of any of the products inside. What was burning was the bottom of the intermodal car. The fire was quickly extinguished and determined that there was no spills of any hazardous materials, and no injuries to any fire department personnel other than to the 2 civilian injuries that occurred.
Let's return back to the west side of the county in the city of Perris, where shortly before 1:00 a.m. on Sunday, October 3rd, dispatchers received reports of a traffic collision with fire at the intersection of North Perris Boulevard and East Morgan Street. When firefighters arrived on scene, they reported a 2-vehicle collision with one of the vehicles fully involved in fire and all occupants out of the vehicles. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, and firefighters had the fire controlled at about 1:30 a.m.
October 3rd through October 9th is National Fire Prevention Week. In the past few weeks, we've shared some really useful safety tips on fire safety inside and outside of the home. This year's theme is Learn the Sounds of Fire Safety. Let's watch a video of our very own Danger Rangers as they help children learn to identify the sound of a smoke alarm.
What is that noise? Boys!
Hi, boys and girls. I'm Fire Chief Ty. This little smoke detector made all that loud noise. It's loud to alert you if there's smoke in your home. Here, let me show you. If you hear that noise, you should go outside because there may be fire inside. Make sure you and your family have 2 ways to get out of the house if there is a fire.
I'm glad it helps keep us safe.
Me too.
Ask a grown-up to regularly check the batteries to make sure the smoke detector works.
Last week, we had the opportunity to visit with our highly trained Hazardous Materials Team at Fire Station 34 in Winchester, where Hazmat Fire Captain Kenneth Moffitt talked about some of the unique skill sets and specialized equipment that they use on hazmat incidents.
Hi, I'm Captain Moffitt. I work for Riverside County Station 34 here in Winchester. I'm one of 3 captains for our hazmat team in the county. So staffing on a daily basis, we have 2 assigned to the hazmat and 3 assigned to our engine, which gives us a total of 5 each day. We are a Cal OES Type 1 team in the state and for the county. We're also all trained in weapons of mass destruction, CBRN, which handles the different chemicals, radiological, biological weapons of mass destruction, radiation, as far as rail cars, military, anything you can think of that encompasses hazmat, pretty much we touch. And as far as the rescue side, so any large-scale event in the unit, hazmat's going to be responding to assist the trucks and the USAR with air monitoring at those different rescues as far as confined space, and trench. But we also are trained as well and engage and work hand in hand with those individuals on the truck companies and USAR. Some of our other cooperators and agencies that we do respond with are RSO's HCT, Hazardous Device Team, which is the bomb squad. The RSO SIB, which is the Special Investigative Bureau handling drug labs, Honeywell labs of that nature. And then our MET teams, which handles pretty much anything that encompasses the marijuana grows. On the other side of the spectrum, pretty much hazmat's called out anytime there's any leak or mitigation of leak or life rescue involving a fixed or mobile facility. We respond out to those calls from gallons to 5 gallons of chemicals dumped alongside the road to, fuel leaks on the freeway, to larger scale incidents as far as, military crashes, which we've had the last couple of years in the unit, rail car emergencies, and so a multitude of different hazmats that we do respond to in the unit when requested.
For the past several months, our firefighters have worked tirelessly on some of the largest fires in California's history. Photographer Mike McMillan captured these photos of CAL FIRE Riverside Unit Strike Team 9310 Charlie, formed up as a hand crew and doing some strong work on the Windy Fire, where crews stopped a slop over from taking off outside the containment line. As they hiked into the fire's edge, they were able to reach the slop over, putting in hotline and stopping the forward spread. Great work, guys.
We are pleased to announce the promotion of several well-deserving individuals. Scott Lane, Deputy Chief of Administration, Jeff Fike, Deputy Chief of West Operations, Lonnie Olson, Southwest Division Chief, Jesse Park, Moreno Valley Division Chief, and Battalion Chiefs Tim Boyd, Paul Heitzman, Matthew Coates, Pete Tierney, and Cody Wright. Congratulations to you all.
We are saddened to report the passing of retired fire apparatus engineer Ron Porter, who passed away on September 24th at his home. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Porter family through this difficult time.
That's a wrap for this week's Report on Conditions. Keep sending us your photos, videos, and story ideas, and be sure to follow us on @CalFireRRU on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and on Riverside County Fire Department on YouTube. Until next time, from your CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau team, thanks for watching.